I want to share with you about our routine chart today and how it works. Here we have our routine chart. On the left side, I have placed in it the cards that my daughter will need to complete each morning for her morning routine. The morning routine cards have a yellow border around them. On the right side, I have her bedtime routine, and it has the blue border around it. At the bottom, we have spaces for chore cards. The chore cards have green around them. Now each morning as she wakes up, she comes to the chart and I say, okay, what's the first thing we need to do? Go to the bathroom. So she looks at the chart, looks at the card, completes the task, and comes back. When she's completed it, she turns it around to the done side and goes on to the next one. Get dressed. Comes back when she's dressed, turns it around to the done side, and continues down her morning routine until it's all finished. She does the same thing for her bedtime routine. You'll notice that for bedtime, it also has turn cards over card. This is so that at the end of the day, she'll go back and turn all of these cards back to their face side so they'll be ready to use the next morning. At the bottom, you have the chore cards that can be used at any time during the day, or you may have something like water the plants that you want done once a week. At the bottom, you also have pockets to store any cards that are not used. As you use this chart with your children, you'll need to train them on how to use it first. If you just put it on the wall and say, hey, we've got this new chart and it's going to work, then it's probably going to fail. Anything that we do with our kids requires teaching and training. If we put the time and effort in on the beginning to teach them and train them well, we will reap the benefits of that in the long term. So we train them. I do this by each morning going to the chart and saying, okay, good morning, let's come to our chart. Okay, what's the first thing we're going to do this morning? Go to the bathroom. Great, go use the bathroom. And then when they come back, I go, okay, did you do that? Yeah, good, so let's turn the card around to done. Good job. Okay, let's look at what we have to do next. Get dressed. Go get dressed. And they get dressed and they come back. Okay, you're dressed. Now what do? Oh, turn the card around. Good job. And we go through this until we finish our morning routine. Now, walking your children through this every single morning for the first week is essential. Some kids, after about a week of doing this, will take off and it will be wonderful. No longer will you be saying to them, have you made your bed? Did you brush your teeth? Are your clothes on? Did you pack your backpack? All of those things will simply be, did you finish your morning routine? One question, honey, did you finish your morning routine? Instead of trying to go through the list of everything that they should have done that morning. For other children, though, it will take much longer than just 1 week of you training them on the chart. One of my daughters has a very difficult time remembering what she's supposed to do next. She loses focus and attention very easily. For her, it took many mornings of training on our routine chart for her to gain the skills to be able to independently complete her morning task. Now, this is a daughter that if I didn't have the routine chart, every morning I was going through the list. Okay, you're not dressed. Please go get dressed. Okay, I said go get dressed. Why aren't you dressed? Okay, why aren't you dressed? I've already told you 5 times to go and get dressed. Why are we not dressed? Did you brush your teeth? Did you make your bed? And she's on overload because I'm telling her so many different directions to do, and her brain can only handle 1, 2 on a really good morning. So for her, while it did take longer to learn the routine chart, it was also something that I could constantly focus her back on. Okay, honey, go look at your routine chart. Did you finish your routine chart? What do you need to do next? Over time, she began to learn to simply go right to her routine chart and methodically go down each task and complete the task, whether it was in the morning or bedtime. And if I said, okay, it's chore time, go complete your chores, then she could go straight to her chores. The chart acts as the executive function for their brain. The chart can hold multiple tasks in it. A child who has a struggle with attention issues cannot hold multiple tasks and directions in their brain. They can hold, go look at your routine chart and see what you need to do next, because that's one direction. So this will function as their executive function for their brain, helping them to learn to become independent in their routines able to complete tasks without constant redirection and constant refocusing. All in all, this chart and the scheduling chart hopefully will make your life smoother, children become more successful and independent, and ultimately continue to develop the minds of kids. For more information on this resource and other resources developed by Hearts and Minds, visit our website at heartsandminds.com.